welcome back to another programme with us here, me and Mr. Oakton. Mr. Oakton.
Oh, hello. Oh, we started?
Yes,
oh,
Mr.
sorry. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome to Miss Keeble, too. Welcome back on the mauve sofa.
Lovely to be here. What are you doing?
Oh, well, whatever I'm doing, it's not working very well. Because it's lockdown, I've got a bit of time, in between doing stuff. That I thought, I thought I'd try to write a book.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Anyway, so it's not working out very well. So I've tried a couple of starts. Once upon a time, there was in a faraway kingdom. I wandered, lonely as a daffodil. The old house. It turns out that writing a book is actually quite hard, and I've got a lot more respect now for authors because they've got talent, because they've got loads of imagination, and creativity. Plus, they can write. They can really write. I know we've got amazing writers here, haven't we? In
we
the
certainly do.
And the juniors, which is fantastic. And I'm sure you get to see some amazing writing, don't you?
I do. I'm really privileged like that. I get to see so many stories and fiction writing, non-fiction writing. It's wonderful when children come to show me.
And I know you like reading too, don't you?
I love reading.
Because I like reading.
Absolutely love reading. At the moment, I'm probably getting through, just like Henry in year 3.
Right.
I think you talked about in the last
yes.
programme. I try to get through a book a day, which is quite a challenge when I'm working as well. But I do absolutely adore reading. So, what about you?
Yeah, I love reading too. As anybody that's watched my little camping video noticed I had a sneaky read in there.
Yes, you did.
I was reading a brilliant book about climbing, and actually it was kind of out of I have like favourite genres. I don't know about you, but I like reading story novels, but this was an autobiography about a climber, and really, really fantastic. So, but it's actually really nice to be able to do some reading, but actually kind of allows you to really enjoy the craft, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, I've got 2 books on the go at the moment.
Right.
I have a whodunit,
that's
a
good.
detective,
Yeah.
which is set in the future.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's really good.
Well, I like a bit of sci-fi.
It's a bit of Agatha Christie whodunit, but
nice.
in a science fiction setting, which is really good.
Yeah, brilliant.
And they have some amazing sort of tech bits to the story. So particularly how they get around. They have normal cars that go on roads.
Yeah.
But then if you're in a traffic jam, you can suddenly lift up and go over the top. Which, the police officer in it often does that because she gets very frustrated. And
that is frustrating. It's obviously born out somebody stuck in
it. It doesn't care. But the other book I'm reading, I've actually got here with me because it was in here. And I love cats.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
adore cats.
Yeah.
And so this is a book called Rebel Cats, Brave Tales of Feisty Felines.
Oh, nice.
And it's all true stories about famous cats and
right,
amazing
and then
cats.
9 lives.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Absolutely. So I'm going through that as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, do you know what? There's another reason for this, because Mrs. Harris, our great Mrs. Harris, who she likes a good book.
She does.
She hears lots of children read, and she likes reading herself. And she wondered whether the children, because the it's been great, but it's also got a little bit cooler, a bit wetter, and she was thinking of things that children might like to do at home, and she was wondering whether children might like to do some book reviews, which I thought was a great idea. Because I know a lot of children are reading at home, and they could, produce a book review a book. They could talk about the plot and the character and the things they like about it, and whether they'd recommend it to someone else, and maybe the age, or whether it's for younger or older readers.
That's a great
and that would be great, because then we could share that, couldn't we?
We could.
Print them out.
Or even better,
right?
Maybe the children could do a little presentation film themselves.
Whoa, well, like feel themselves doing their book review.
Absolutely.
Right, that's great, because I know in Year 5 we've done a bit of that, where people have stood up and actually given their recommendations.
Yes.
So What a
Well,
great
rather than
idea.
hearing it from us.
Well, absolutely. I know we're good, but not. Brilliant. Oh, excellent. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to hear some, read some and see some.
Absolutely. So we look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah.
Do send them in to either me or Mr. Oakden or Mr. Hayward, and we'll put them all together and
Yeah, fantastic.
show them to you.
So anyway, I'll just get rid of all this rubbish. My failed attempt at becoming a. I've got something else for you actually. In this
Go on then,
people.
Mr. O. What have you got for me this morning?
Do you like
I
the title?
do like that. That reminds me from years ago.
Bit of high tech.
High tech.
Do you know what though? It's really reliable because you don't have to keep. You don't run out of printer ink.
No.
Well, that's for ages anyway. And I've got something else for you. Now.
Oh, Mr. O,
Yes.
is it Name That Tune Again?
It is Name That Tune Again.
But you do remember, I'm still better than you. Just saying on the
I know.
recorder.
You actually pulled the rug out from under you. Hang on.
Old MacDonald, you've got that one now.
I have. I've got the second bit because Miss Lloyd has actually released her next tutorial on how to play the recorder.
Has she?
Yeah, and I know that's not the recorder, but I did think I'll have another go. Now, what else was I trying? Hang on. Oh no. Hang on. Oh, I've lost it.
Oh,
I was going to try. Hang on, just try.
Oh, come on, Mr. O. Lord of the Rings.
What does it start? Or what is it?
Or was that
Hang
Lord
on,
of the
what was
Dance? Who knows?
That's it. Hang on. That's it.
Yay!
I've got it. Right. Phew. I'm trying to compete with you. That's why.
I think
It's
you've
not
got a little
working.
way to go yet,
It's not
Mr. O,
working.
but good try.
Thank
Keep
you.
it up.
Thank you. Well, anyway, that also links me in. My very, very poor xylophone. Is that
Xylophone.
a xylophone? Xylophone playing has made me, or linked rather, to something that Mr. Hackerson said. Now, he had an email from, and in fact, a movie, small film clip from Sam in year 5, who sent Mr. Hackerson a film of him playing the piano. And Mr. Hackerson thought, you know what, this is really, really good. And, we used to have a summer showcase.
You did.
And we've had one every year. Well, he's got a plan. And he sent in a little video clip about his plan. So hopefully next up you'll hear about what he's got in store.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my little office at home. I hope you're all well. Did you recognise that tune I've just played? I'm sure a lot of you did. I would like to talk to you about something really, really exciting. Several of you have been sending in recordings and videos of you performing on your instruments at home, and it set me thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful to have a concert? Now, obviously, we can't all get together and have a concert, but wouldn't it be wonderful to have a virtual concert? So, you can all get involved. So, whether you play a musical instrument, or you sing, or you dance, or even reciting poetry, you can all get involved. So, what I'd like you to do is to practice and record your performance as a video and then send it in to me.
That sounds great, doesn't it, Mr. O? Oh, that's really exciting. I'd love to find out how many of our children are star musicians
Well,
and singers. Fantastic.
loads. I mean, actually, the pictures we get, there's a ukulele or
True.
a guitar or a recorder. So, and I know a lot of children do, play instruments, don't they?
They do.
So, it'd be great to see that, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
Look forward to that.
So, have you got any news for us, Miss
I've got
Keeble?
a little bit of news
Oh, nice.
today. So I'm going to start with world news. We just, Mr. O and I had a bit of a chat about this. We just thought it's a really good time to think of actually our neighbours who are Muslim.
All right,
Because Ramadan has just started.
Ah,
Do you know what
right.
Ramadan is?
I don't know a lot about it, but I do know it involves fasting during the day, so not eating or drinking during the day.
So every year the start of Ramadan is slightly different because it depends on when there is or the position of the moon. So
Okay.
Ramadan has just started this
It's a
week.
bit like an Easter, it moves.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
it moves.
Yeah.
And Ramadan is a very special time for our Muslim neighbours and community because it's a very special time that they fast. And fasting is when you don't eat or drink during the day. So from sunrise to
Right.
sunset. And they do this for about 30 days. So according to the moon
Yeah,
cycle.
cycle of the moon, yeah.
But it seems an odd thing to do. Well, is it an odd thing to do? Because if you think of Easter, we give something up, don't we?
Yeah.
So during the Easter time, quite often we give up chocolate or coffee or something that we
Yeah,
really
like Lent.
enjoy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it reminds us of
It's how fortunate we are, really, isn't it?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So Muslims do the same. So fasting is about teaching Muslims about patience
Right.
and just taking some spiritual time. But it's also a time when they really think about the poor and homeless and how they suffer, particularly with not having food or
Yeah.
somewhere safe to be. And it also reminds Muslim people to think about being obedient and perhaps being less greedy.
Yeah.
So it's a really good
Some
time,
time for
thinking
reflection.
and
Yeah,
reflection.
nice.
And it involves a lot of prayer and thinking about, when they haven't done things perhaps as they should, and to think about reflecting on not doing that again and leading a better life. So during this time of fasting, so from sunrise to sunset, there's no eating or drinking. This is for adults. Children don't tend
No.
to fast
No.
because they're young and
Yeah.
they need food. But once the sun goes down, there is a period of prayer and then a wonderful celebration meal, which is called the iftar meal. Now, I've had the opportunity to travel to the Middle East, where there are huge Muslim communities, and I've been in countries where they've been celebrating their iftar meal, and it's wonderful. Everybody
sounds
comes
lovely.
together and shares.
So a community.
Yes,
feel to it.
absolutely. Can be friends, families, and communities, and they share the food, and it's a great sort of end of day celebration. So obviously at the moment with lockdown,
Quite difficult, I imagine, isn't it?
really difficult, and so this is why we're thinking about it in the news today. Is really thinking about our Muslim neighbours and community, to think how brilliant they've been to have to change how they celebrate the
Yeah.
iftar and part of something that's really important to them in order to help protect us all.
Yeah.
And so sort of sending thoughts out to them.
It just reminded me actually that I heard that in the obviously this iftar meal, that Muslim communities are actually quite like a lot of communities are all helping each other, and they're doing like food delivery and
That's
meal
right.
delivery to the vulnerable and self-isolating, which is lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely. Where I used to live in Qatar, in a city called Doha, during Ramadan, the homes used to put food and drink outside their houses, so
Nice.
anybody
Oh, that's
could
lovely,
go
yeah.
by and take things. They didn't have to go
Very
in.
selfless, actually, isn't it?
Absolutely, which was lovely. So there's a really important time. It's also a time when Muslims believe that it's a time that the first verses of the Quran, which is obviously their special holy book, was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. So it's a really important time for them. But for the children, they look forward to the end of Ramadan.
Right. Now, that's another festival in itself.
It is. It's called Eid.
Right,
Eid al-Fitr. So we'll let you know when that's happening.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
So that's our world news.
Brilliant.
But I've got some local news.
Okay.
This is great. So Chloe, who runs Forest School,
oh
has been in touch,
who we've heard from. Yeah.
And she has been in touch to tell us about something that hopefully you who are involved with the Beavers clubs and scouts in Yatton were part of this week, and that is, and I hadn't heard of this, so it's fantastic. The scouts were trying to go for the world record attempt of #Camp at Home.
Brilliant! What a great idea.
Shame you could have been included in that.
I know. I'm sure. Well, I'm really thinking sneak me in.
So, Chloe let us know that there were 65,263 scouting and guiding people registered for it. And hopefully they were all involved, and hopefully they got the world record, but we haven't found out yet if that's the case.
Wow.
But fingers crossed that they did.
What a great thing to do.
You enjoyed being part of that.
Kind of links into what we were doing too, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then last of all, we've got another fantastic, enterprising young lady. Who is Imogen in class 5 in the infants, and she has decided that she wanted to raise some money for Western Hospice Care.
Oh, amazing.
Amazing.
Well, good for her.
And she's doing it in a really creative way.
Right.
She is doing a sponsored marathon.
Wow.
To raise the money.
But we can't run though, can you?
No, but she's cleverly thought about this, and she's using her daily exercise to accumulate the distance over April.
Wow, that's a good idea.
Isn't it a good idea?
Yeah.
So, reported so far she's raised £100. Well done, Imogen. But if any of you would like to support Imogen in her marathon, then if you would like to go on a Just Giving page, we will.
We could put a link up.
We can put a link up to it on our website so that you can go. So well done, Imogen.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, good for her. That's a long way, isn't it? 26 miles.
It is a very long way. That's a lot of morning exercise.
It is. Oh, well done. Brilliant.
There we go. That's my news for today.
Yeah, well, it's. I think it's about time we had a look at what people have been doing at home.
Okie dokie.
We've got quite a lot of stuff, loads of stuff, haven't we?
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. Yeah, thanks very much again for sending all the amazing stuff in that you're doing at home. It's really, really, it's brilliant. We spend at least a couple of hours, almost every day, going through stuff, and it's very, it's so good to see the creativity and the hard work and everything that you're doing. So, without further ado. I've got an email from Naomi in year 5, and she's been doing lots of stuff. She did, there's a great picture. At first I thought, well, that's really messy, Naomi. But it is actually the result of a tsunami in her back garden. So she's been doing some of the work that has been set as part of the explosive earth.
That's right.
Naomi has also been doing a lot of baking. She's baked bread there. Lucky she can get hold of the flour.
Yes.
And she's also been camping out, so that's fantastic. So well done, Naomi. She's been really an amazing tsunami warning poster. So well done to Naomi. Freya wanted to say hello, and Freya's in year 2, and she has been doing, as part of their work, she's created a friendly monster called Bob. And there's a picture of Bob, who has been annotated.
Oh, he's cute.
Rather lovely.
I'm glad he's friendly.
Yeah, he's friendly. And I'm pretty he does look friendly too. And yes, and Freya's also, she's been reading Harry Potter, which is pretty
Well done,
impressive.
Freya.
And she's just started book 5, which is really, really good. Okay, more stuff now. Oh yes, this is from Martha, and we'll be hearing about Martha a bit later on, or seeing
We will.
Martha. Martha has been, she was doing some of the painting from that Miss Williams set us, and there's a lovely photograph of her painting her picture, which I think we might see later on. Freya, in my class, has been doing some cooking, and she was making pizzas, but really creatively cutting them out using a little cookie cutter.
Is that a bunny
which is really
shape?
cool. I think so, yeah.
Bunny pizza.
And it says here, cookies or pizza, who knows what Freya's creating in the kitchen. So well done, Freya, for that. Nice to hear from you. So poor old Sophie and Verity, now they sent some stuff in which had obviously we'd slipped through the net. So Mum sent them in again. There's a great picture. I printed it all wrong, so it must be something like that. Sophie made some great Easter biscuits, and I know they've been doing tons of stuff in the garden. And there's a picture of Verity, who has been playing her ukulele, so they've been doing.
Oh, well done, you two. Sorry about missing you out.
I know, but we did say well done for getting in touch, because we're getting so much stuff in, we do miss stuff.
Okay.
Henry, Henry's from the infants, not quite sure. Henry, year 1 possibly.
Yep.
He has done some amazing stuff with weather. Now there he's made a rain gauge, which I think has been quite difficult for him, because we haven't had any rain until recently. So apparently this was been sat waiting, and then finally we had some rain.
Yes, this last couple of days.
And then he was able to do some measuring, which is fantastic. So well done, Henry. Then this is from Josie. Josie's been doing some work on hieroglyphics, and as part of the Egyptian topic.
Yeah, it's been really nice to see as year 4.
Yes, great topic.
Learning about Egypt.
Yes, another thing that was mentioned was somebody had been given some caterpillars to butterflies things, which I believe you can get. And this is what Kobe in year 5 had sent in, and he has photographed all of the stages. So the caterpillars to the pupa.
So the life cycle.
Yeah, to the pupa, to the magical moment where they turn into butterflies. And there's Kobe and his sister when they actually released them in to their garden, and they actually just settled on their fingers just for a minute.
How magical.
Yeah, really magical moment that. Alfie, it's not just been about, sometimes it's been about hard work. Alfie has been doing some gardening DIY. He's actually been helping build a fence.
Well done, Alfie.
Digging the holes there, really getting stuck in. So well done, Alfie. That's brilliant. Then we've got Matilda and Ned. They've been doing some bug hunting. I know Mrs. O was talking about that. And there's Matilda and there's Ned doing bug hunting. So far, they've only found crocodiles and... they've only found spiders and woodlice, but they're still hoping for crocodiles and snakes.
Yes.
So much like
Good luck, guys.
like Wayne Shepherd was. So, okay, Fraser from class 4 wrote to me, and he's been very creative. He's designed a new board game.
Has he?
Yeah, he has. And he was in, I believe, Mrs. Howard's learning college about board games, so he'd got good grounding in it. And he has adapted a popular game called Monopoly. Have you ever heard of that?
I've played it many a time.
But this is the twist. Fraser, I don't know if you can see from that. Fraser has turned the Monopoly board into roads in Yatton.
What a brilliant
I
idea.
know, how cool is that? Not only that, because that wasn't enough, he linked it to Pictionary and Snakes and Ladders.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
like Monopoly Plus. And he's made, and I did inquire after whether he got Darren Parking where I live.
Oh, yes.
And because I couldn't find it, and he said, "Oh yeah, it's quite expensive." So I was quite
is it?
pleased. Yeah. So Darren Park's down there. It's got next to free parking, which is can be free down there.
Helpful.
So well done, Fraser, for that. It's absolutely brilliant. And there's a great picture of him and his sister and dad playing
it.
Monopoly, Pictionary, Snakes and Ladders.
Brilliant.
Great idea, that, wasn't
Really
it?
good idea.
And then lastly, and I think this is... Oh, yeah, here we go. This is a picture of Esme and Joseph, who have been baking cakes at home with edible googly eyes.
Yum.
Always good. And little edible flags, so well done to you two. So that's all I've got.
What a super range
Yes,
you've got there.
super
Well, I'm
range.
starting with a poem. And this
That's
poem
nice.
is from George in year 6.
Oh,
And
great.
their challenge was to form a poem
Yep.
from 7 words that they were given.
Oh, nice.
And George did a really good job. So here we go. Searchlights beam across a prison yard. Prisoners in cells that are barred. Need to escape. Freedom calls. Abseil down the prison walls. Freedom at last. Time to run. Don't want the policeman to have his fun. Get off the street where the coppers beat. Across fields, moors, away from the locked doors. Spend the night in the cold, wet ditch. Time to make a switch. Sirens wailing from afar. Next thing I know, in the back of a police car. Policeman's got me. Back to my cell. Back to the clink. This is hell.
Wow.
Isn't that
That's
good?
that's a very, very good poem.
It is.
And a great
it is.
story too.
It is.
A failed prison break.
A failed prison break.
Oh, brilliant. Well
And
done,
I've got
George.
another poem. So poems are really coming in thick and fast from year 6.
Oh, lovely. That's great.
This one is from Will in Mr. Froggett's class, and his is another of a Kennings. You remember we had one in the last
Yes, we've had a few of
programme?
those. They've been
So
really good.
what is this? Okay.
Oh, okay.
A ginger fluff ball, a love giver, a tail wagger, a chicken muncher, a ball chaser, a hug giver, a happy walker, a best friend.
Well, I think the clue's almost in the last line. It has to be a dog, doesn't it?
It has to be a
has
dog.
to be a dog.
That
Fantastic.
is really
That's lovely,
good,
yeah.
though, again.
Really good.
So well done, you two. Now, my next one is from Elijah in 5I. And part of their topic, I think, in maths has been about measuring. And they're looking at non-standard measures. So they
Okay.
weren't using centimetres or metres.
No.
They were coming up with a different way. So Elijah was measuring, and he found out that he is 60 books tall. Isn't that a great way of
Nice.
measuring?
That's
And
actually
there
much...
he is. What I like also is he's in his Superman costume.
Of course.
So Superman Elijah is 60 books tall.
Wow,
Well
excellent.
done, you.
I'll try and work out how tall I am in books.
Yes.
Excellent.
I've got another year 6 here. This is Ryan. Now, Ryan was looking out his window, and
Yeah.
he had to describe what he was looking at. Now, Ryan really thought about this, and he came up with a really good description. So I'm going to read it out.
Oh, lovely.
So when I look out my kitchen window, I can see the dusty garage next to the blue water tank, old dead Xmas trees or Christmas trees, a huge field with fat cows eating the green grass, the garden chairs next to the wooden fence, the pebbles and stones shining in the sun, with fluffy cows in the sky. Isn't that good.
It is very good and really good use of adjectives, which really kind of paints a picture
Yeah,
with words,
so
doesn't it?
some
Yeah, I
good
like that.
expanded noun phrases
Oh, yeah,
there.
very good, yeah.
Very nice indeed. Keep it up, Ryan. That's great writing. Keep going. Now, we've got one here from a family that we've mentioned before, but what we haven't done is mentioned all the family. So we've been told that we've been talking about Ollie and Isaac.
Okay.
And I remember a few things they've sent in.
Yeah.
But not Sam,
Oh.
who's in reception, who is a brother. So I've got today, it says, please could you give a shout out to Sam? As his brothers have had shout outs.
Oh, we don't really...
And it says, this is him blowing out 5 candles.
Right,
For their
was it his birthday?
No, it's the toy's birthday.
It was the toy's birthday?
Yeah, at the weekend.
Oh.
It wasn't Sam's birthday, but the 3 boys had worked out that if it is someone's birthday, that they need a cake.
Now that's clever.
Clever boys.
Yeah.
So here is Sam blowing out the candles for his toy's birthday.
Nice. Yeah.
Great thinking, boys.
Yeah,
I like
that was canny.
Very canny. Talking of birthdays, I got another one here. And this is from Emily in 7J. And it was Emily's birthday. And she writes, hope you're well. It was my birthday on Monday. Quite odd in lockdown, but nice to experience some lovely family time.
Yeah.
I have still been doing some cooking, and she made her own birthday cake.
Wow, that's really good. Is that also a sea thing?
I think
or
it
it's
is.
an animal thing.
Animal theme.
Oh, brilliant.
So well done, Emily, breaking your own birthday
Well, I know it's
cake.
a bit harsh, though, isn't it, when you've got to bake your own cake?
It is indeed. It is indeed. We have Sam from 7J. Right, Sam sent in a little film, Miss Williams says, which is a short film on some commentary he wrote for his literacy lessons. We haven't got it, but Miss Williams has seen it, but she wanted us to say, well done, Sam, fantastic learning, keep up the good work.
Actually, it's a really nice way of contributing.
It is.
Either a little audio clip or a little film clip. Yeah, nice.
Another person who's been really involved is Henry in 6i, and he's going to be, we're going to talk about later some of his artwork, but
I think that might be Henry Raingage too.
it may be Henry Raingate, but Henry's really telling us about.
Prolific.
But there's one thing that we won't see later in the other artwork, and this is some extra. So it wasn't about the sea theme.
Okay.
But Mum has sent it in because she just wanted to show us this one that he did, which is abstract pointillism.
Good gracious me.
And
That
she
is
was
astonishing.
so impressed by it that they framed it.
I'm not surprised.
I have to say, if this was a picture that I had, I would frame it too.
I would be telling everyone about it.
Exactly.
Too.
So we are.
That is
well done, Henry. That is
brilliant.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Wow. Whew. Clever.
Yeah. So we've got lots of pictures from Henry. Now, nearly there. Lily in 7J has been having a fantastic time doing all sorts of things. Well, she has built a wooden fort for her garden. I know.
Like you do.
Which was kitted out with blow-up chairs and cushions. She also, like you, spent the weekend camping in the garden.
Well done, Lily. Excellent.
But her big sister chickened out and ended up sleeping
Her big
inside
sister.
her big sister.
Nice.
She's also, luckily enough, they've got a pool in their garden. When the weather was warm, she was swimming every day. She's been doing some sewing. And she has made a cushion. And the bit I liked particularly is she had to look after... We had a Bob earlier. Bob the egg. For a week. Which she did, and she won herself £10.
Oh.
Isn't that wonderful? I assume the whole idea was to look after Bob and not crack Bob.
Right. Well, that's nice.
And she's also
Bob the egg.
spent time making a beautiful decoration for her window. So there she is in her den, very chilled out, with the
wow.
blow up seat. That's
Oh,
night
that's lovely.
time
Oh, look at that.
camping.
Look at that oh, that's lovely. Little
Doesn't it
fire,
look pretty? So
little fire pit.
They've
too.
got fire pit going in the pool.
Nice.
You could be anywhere in the world in that one.
Yeah. Oh.
And then there was Bob. So Lily, thanks for all your pictures and
That's
well
amazing.
done to you. So I think that's all of our shout outs
what
today.
a lot of stuff. What a lot of stuff. And keep it coming in. Now, talking of artwork, Miss Williams, as you know, did her little competition about and tutorial about painting, and she has emailed in to say that she's had loads and loads of stuff, so much so that she's put together a little gallery that we're going to have a look at in a minute, much like the old series of Take Heart.
Yes.
And in my time, Vision On.
Yep.
Where we're going to cut to that, and there's a lovely little clip of all your amazing artwork, and it is truly amazing. But I don't know whether you spotted it, but our rather mundane background has been transformed.
It has.
Been
It's
transformed.
so nice to be sitting around something else.
Yeah, and actually you can see over here we've got all the copies of the amazing artwork that people have sent in on our sea life theme, which is really, really lovely. And you might recognise, I don't know whether you can sort of picture some of these, but I think that was Martha's that she did, and some lovely examples of whales from Miss Williams's tutorial, and even, I'm just going to point out this one here, even a jellyfish from Ava.
Yes.
Now Ava is Mrs. Ollis's daughter, so that's really nice.
Joining in.
That
Well
Mrs.
done.
Ollis is watching. And then not only that, what have we got here? Miss Google?
Well, these are the entrance to the natural art competition that
Look at
Mrs.
that.
Caffrey was running, and
I'll get out
they
the way
are
so we can see
stunning,
that.
absolutely stunning. Lots of children again involved in that. So Mrs. Caffrey wanted to display it, and you can see they look wonderful. Some very creative ideas there. But it was a competition, Mr.
It was a
O.
competition.
And
Do we have a winner?
We do have. Well, actually, we have two winners.
Oh,
And the reason we have
Interesting.
two winners is because Mrs. Caffrey and Ozzy was involved.
yeah.
Couldn't decide which one to pick, and it would seem Ozzy sat on one, and that was the one that they thought was the best. And the winner, drum roll, is, not surprising if Ozzy chose it, this wonderful dog. Okay. And it's a natural dog.
Oh, there.
And it
Here it is, up
was sent in by Sam in For Infants and
Right.
Martha in
Hence the
7.
double winners.
Hence the double winners.
Right.
Now,
Brilliant.
you have a prize to pick up, but I want to show it. You're going to have to share this one, but there is a prize that you'll get each as well. But
What was the prize?
well, it's a bit of Mrs. Caffrey's artwork. See, we have some very talented teachers, and this
Wow.
is the most beautiful
Oh,
special light-up bottle, which Mrs.
that's
Caffrey herself
really lovely.
has painted on.
Oh,
So you guys, you will get to share this
That'd be
and a little
lovely.
something extra for one each.
brilliant.
Okay, so well done to you, and thank you for sending stuff in. There we go.
Wow. Well, we can have a look at all of these pictures because Miss Williams has put them together as a little gallery,
Yeah.
and I've always wanted to say these immortal words. And now it's time for the gallery. That was lovely. Some really beautiful artwork. And I know that Miss Williams is going to be continuing that, maybe with her tutorials, and also setting another competition with a different theme. And it would be really lovely to fill up this whole wall with artwork, wouldn't it?
It would. I have to confess, when I watched this morning, I had a little cry.
Did you?
I was
Yeah.
so
They're
proud
really, really good.
of the artwork. I was so impressed.
Yeah, we've got
So I
some
had a
very
little head
talented.
teacher cry. Well done to all
nice.
of you.
Okay, so now it's time for birthdays. We've just got a few today. We've got birthdays. Maisie from class 5. This is all in the juniors. I don't think there's anybody in the infants
No, there
this
isn't
week.
this week.
So Maisie from class 5, Lily from class 7, and Kelsey from class 5 too.
Happy birthday!
I've all got birthdays. Happy birthday, and I hope you managed to have a lovely day despite the circumstances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, Miss Keeble,
Mr. O.
you know, when in times like this, it's always nice to have a joke.
It is a good time to have a joke.
Have you got any jokes for
I
us?
do. I have 3 jokes for
Oh,
you.
that's nice.
From Ollie, who is in... Is he in your class, Mr. O?
No, he's in year 6.
Oh, of course he is.
Of course he is,
Sorry,
yeah,
Ollie.
yeah.
In year 6. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Here's a good one.
Always love a good joke.
Why is Ronaldo's bedroom never tidy?
Oh, why is Ronaldo? I don't know. Why is Ronaldo's bedroom never tidy?
Because he's not messy.
Oh, nice.
It's a good one. You
nice.
have to know your
It's a good
football.
one. Yeah. I was thinking maybe kick the football around a lot, but no, it's not that.
Okay,
Good.
this is one for adults and teachers,
Oh,
particularly.
okay. Right. Oh,
Why did the gin never win the race?
I don't know. Maybe
Because-
because it consumed too much.
Indeedy, no, because it was too slow.
Oh, nice. Slow gin. Very good. Very good, Ollie.
And the last
Yeah.
is, what is a pig's least favourite day?
Ooh. I don't know. What is a pig's least favourite day?
Groundhog Day!
Groundhog Day. Well, very much like us. Trapped in.
Really good
Peter.
ones.
Yeah, very good.
Well
Thanks,
done,
Ollie.
Ollie.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a joke too. This was sent in by Fraser.
Okay.
It's not one of my bad jokes. It's from Fraser from class 4, and he said, I had a hen once who could count all her eggs. She was a, wait for it, mathma chicken.
I like that one.
It's a cracker.
Oh, it was a
Nice.
Very
Well, do you know
good.
what? With all this, the theme of Wales and things, I've got a joke for you, Miss Keeble.
Okay, Mr.
So I know you
O.
like my jokes.
I do.
So, how do you get 2 whales in a mini?
I have no idea how you get 2 whales in a mini.
You go across the Severn Bridge. Okay, moving on. There you go. Right, it's that time.
It is that time.
It's time to
Woohoo!
play Spin to Win.
Yay!
Oh, I'm just going to move the tech off the table, move the high tech, and that's to prove I did actually do some typing. I can actually type a little bit.
Right, let's
it's
move
not very
this.
good.
Yeah.
Move my pen.
Look, Mr. O, I've got a bigger tin today
Oh, we've
because
got a proper tin.
we do, because more and more children are sending stuff in.
Wow, that's
So
amazing.
it's growing all the time.
Wow, it's
Hopefully all of
exciting.
you so far who've won have been getting your chocolate through
Brilliant.
the post. I get very funny looks at the post office because they ask me what's in it and I go chocolate. Okay. But we're sending those off.
Brilliant.
So, shall I go
Yeah,
first?
you can start, yeah.
Okay.
It's label.
It
Spin
is
to win.
spin to win, just in case we forget. My first person is Bobby in 7J.
Oh, he's
Fingers
been a
crossed,
big,
Bobby.
He's been a big contributor. Oh, chocolate there, Bobby. Well done. Well done. Let's have a look. I've got Maya Class 11.
Okay. On Maya.
Toilet roll. Oh no, chocolate. Well done.
Okay.
Well done, Maya.
Right, I'm going to go from this side.
Yeah, good.
Oh, there's 2. Right, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh. Here we go. We've got 4 on this one. Megan, Rosie, Isla and Bethan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're big contributors.
They're big contributors, so fingers crossed you guys.
Toilet roll.
Yeah, whole pack of toilet rolls.
Oh.
No, just chocolate.
Well done. And I've got, funnily enough, Henry. He's been a big contributor too.
He
Thank
has.
you, Henry. So let's see what he gets. Oh, that is a toilet roll. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Well done,
Toilet roll.
Henry. I'm going to keep that separate because I remember that
Oh yeah,
you
true. We had a
need Henry.
crisis here. You will get a bit of chocolate too, Henry. Everyone loves the toilet roll. Oh, we've got plans. Next episode, I think we're gonna
Exciting.
We're gonna mix up. I have actually got a plan this time.
Have you? Yeah. Oh, wow. I look forward to it.
Revealed in the next one.
Okay, this is Maisie 5J.
Oh!
Aimed off again. Chocolate for Maisie. Well done, you.
Well done. And I've got Poppy, and I think that is from class 8.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Oh, and there's some chocolate going to you, Poppy. Well done.
Well done, Poppy.
How are we doing?
I don't know.
3, 4, 5, 6.
This is for Maya, who is in class 6I in the infants. Right, let's see. Oh, I was trying to get the toilet roll.
Well done.
Chocolate.
And last one for this spin to win is Rosie in 5J. And she got chocolate too. Well done.
Well done to all of you.
And those will be winging their way to you very soon. Mrs. Keeble will go to the post office and alarm them with another chocolate.
Another armful of chocolate.
Well, brilliant. Well, that's just about wraps it up for this episode.
It does.
And it's just over to Mr. Taylor for the PE session.
It
So,
is. Thank
thanks,
you all
guys.
so much for joining
Keep
in.
sending your stuff in.
Take
And we'll see
care.
you soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Morning everybody, great to see you all. So here we go again, session number 4. So this one's going to be very similar, short session, 7 or 8 minutes long with a very, very small break, okay? I will change up some of the exercises a little bit, but the principles are that you go as fast as you can for 30 seconds and then you just have 10 seconds off, okay? As always, make sure you've got something like a chair or something that you can step up onto, like the stairs at home. I'm going to be using the wall again for a wall sit, and then I've got a mat, but you might not. You might be able to just use the carpet or whatever it is at home. So make sure you've got a drink. If you're feeling a little bit tired, if you're getting a little bit too out of breath, just stop, start again. You can always pick it all up again a little bit later by pausing the video, okay? So I'm just going to make sure I have a quick drink, and then we're ready to go. So let's get going. We're going to start with some star jumps. Let's go. So 30 seconds of these. This will get the heart rate up. Sun's shining again this morning, which is good. Don't want any of that wet stuff. Weekend coming up. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little rest. Okay, so now we're going to go to the wall and we're going to do a wall sit. Okay, so as we're sitting down this time, just going to lean against the wall here. And if you're feeling a little bit energetic, what I want you to do is just lift your foot up and down. Foot up and down. Foot up and down. Or you can just sit in that position, back flat against the wall, tummy nice and tight, legs bent. You should be feeling this in your thighs, both at the front and the back. So again, if you want to just put your foot up, you can. Or you can just keep them in that nice static position. We've only got a couple of seconds to go. 2, 1, up we get. Okay, so now we're going to do some press-ups. Okay, so again, we can do press-ups in a knee bent position, like this, or we can do the full press-up. Okay, we're ready to go? Let's go. 1, 2. Keep going. Good work. Don't need to go flat to the floor. Just punch down, punch up. Again, like I said, if you want to do it with bent knees, it's just that position there. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Good work. Okay, next one we're doing is a crunchy. So, what we're going to do, sit down, knees bent, hands on your thighs, and we're just coming up and going down. If you want to work a little bit harder, you can have your feet out, and all we're doing is just coming up and down. Keep it going, 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Ooh, that was good. Okay, next one we're going to do is going to be the step ups. Okay, so again, with this one we can go to the steps. So if you want to this time, we can come up, bring your knee up and down. Bring your knee up and down. Let's go. Or we can just do normal steps. So bring your knee up and down. Bring your knee up and down. Just in that position there. Coming around this side. So we're just stepping up. Normal step up. Nice and quick. But if you want to bring your knee up, you can. And up you come. 5 seconds left. And rest. Good work. Woo, good. So it gets the heart rate going. So, we can do some squats now, guys. Okay, so in that position there, feet shoulder width apart, and we're just going down and up. Now, if you want to, you can do what we call a power squat. So we go down into that position and push up. Come down, push up. Okay, so it's up to you. That's the squat. Bent knees, feel it in your thighs, or we can go down and push up. Down and push up. 5 seconds left. Good work. And rest. Okay. Tricep dips we're going to do this time. So we're going to go onto the step. Okay. Or the stairs. Lean back. Arms behind you. Feet, knees out in front. And off we go again. Good. Up and down. And again, if you're feeling really energetic, you can put a leg out. For 5, just swap over. Good work, 10 seconds left. And 1, good. Oh, very good, feeling really good this morning. Okay, we're going to do a plank now. So we've done lots of variations on the plank, but on this one, bent elbows, nice and flat. And maybe every 2 or 3 seconds, you can lift your foot and down and change and down and change and down. Or you can just keep it in that position there, nice and solid. Pull your tummy muscles in nice and tight. You should feel that in your shoulders as well. So we're going up and down and rest. Good work. Really good. Okay. Next one, we're just going to be running on the spot. Okay. But what we're going to do, we're going to do 5-second sprints. Okay. So we're going to run, and then we're going to go for 5 seconds. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. For 2, 1, and go. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work. Last one, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant, good work. Ooh, done on that one. Okay, now we're going to do some lunges. Okay, lunges are where we reach forward and back. And again, with this one, if we want to, we can come out and we can just lean forward. So we're really putting the power through your thighs, through your hips, and through your tummy. So boom. Power back, power back, power back. So you're really pushing off that bent knee to push back into the standing position. Keep it going. Whew. Good. Not far to go now. Good. Last one. Okay, good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get into that rotation plank that we did before. So knees bent, arms nice and straight, and we're going to go down and push up to the sky. Down and the left, down and the right, and up. Oh, this is good. Keep it going. 5 seconds left. Oh. Last one. Oh, brilliant. Good. And whilst we're down here, going to go into that side plank position, okay? So elbow underneath your shoulder, hand on the floor, up, and we're going to hold that position there. Nice and solid. Now, again, if we're feeling a little bit adventurous, we can just push your hip high to the ceiling. So we can push, push, keep it going. Or, as I said, you might just keep your balance and hold that position there. Got 3, 2, 1. Brilliant, good. Switch around the other side. So again, elbow beneath your shoulder, hand flat on the floor, feet together. Oh, and we're off again. Let's go. In that position there. Really important that you keep your body flat and straight. Okay, not saggy. But again, if you're feeling adventurous, feeling confident, you can just push those hips up to the ceiling. We've got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Well, there you go. Oh, you fell over there. Oh, so that's your HIIT session. So it's good to be out of breath. Real shock to the system. Really good fun. So, as always, let's try and now get our resting heart rate back as quickly as we can. So we're just going to take some quick deep breaths. Hold them in. And do 5 big deep breaths. Are we ready? Let's go. Fill those lungs with air. Fill them with oxygen. And push it out. Good. That's 1. Let's do another one. Good work. That's 2. Another one. That's 3. 2 more. And last one. Good work. Okay, just shake them off a little bit. Just rotate your shoulders, shrugs. Shoulders might be a bit tight after those press-ups. And just holding your body up with the plank. Rotate your arms. Forwards and backwards. Good, just pull your arm across your body. Just stretch across. So we're doing our triceps, which is what we did on the step. Swing across again. Good. Good. And we're just going to do our lower half. So just come out, hold that position there in a stretch. Lean forward. Keep your balance. No wobbling. Good. And change. Stand up nice and straight. No wobbling. Tummy in. Oh, big deep breath. There you go. Good 10, 15 minutes. Absolutely smashing it. Brilliant work. Have a great day. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. See you again soon.